But yeah, I mean, it's like, come on.
We're live. It says you are live.
Am I live? Just a minute.
I don't know. Are you live?
Just a minute.
Are you alive?
Yeah, I
you
feel
live?
the beating. I'm alive.
Good morning, everybody.
It's Friday.
We've got who do we got here?
I don't know.
We got Against an Army's here. We got. Is the speaker working? Can you hear me? Hi, Against an Army. How are you, my friend?
Ooh, let me move
This
on
is
so I
Coin
might
Crew.
be able to read it.
And it looks like Sir Alfred was here early. So here we are. Let me get this camera out of the way so we are streaming on StreamYards today. So hopefully
Well,
StreamYard.
these
So
people change names every week, or are we getting that many new ones?
no,
I don't
StreamYard
do
is
computers.
the streaming
Yeah,
platform.
okay, I understand that.
It's like if I wanted to highlight something, I just come over here and I get to highlight it that way.
My son has
That way we can
finally-
read it better.
My son has finally got my television to where I can watch YouTube.
Yeah.
And I know, I'm not getting online. I have very limited internet. I pay like $10 a month to get me some TV channels.
So you watched part of the auction the other week?
Yeah, I did have. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, okay.
Good morning, Dan. How are you? Natty Stacking, Doug Wagner. Guys, this is Floyd. If you don't know him,
If you don't, you're lucky.
you are lucky. Yeah. So I pinned a comment at the top. It says, please begin questions with 3 question marks so we can see. So if you have a comment or something you want to say to Floyd, you want to ask him something. Floyd's a friend of mine. He's been coming in 33 years. 33 years.
His hand was a permanent fixture in my pocket for a lot of years.
Oh, yeah.
I think I broke it twice trying to get it
Sonny
out.
says, Floyd. There's David Carlisle as well. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, people. My favorite.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get up and leave.
All right.
And I'm going to let Bob come take my seat.
Come on, Bob. We're taking over.
I'm going to let them
again.
guys take the show for a few
We're
minutes.
taking over again.
Okay. Come here, Bob. Let me show you
Let me
something.
move out of the way.
So if there's a question,
In fact, if you go out,
okay, we're going to show Bob how to push these buttons. That's all he's got to push.
I only care how to push your button.
Okay, so if somebody says something or has 3 question marks in front of their
Oh, you're gonna
comment,
go on this chair.
as long as it's not, just touch it here, comes up on the screen,
Oh, okay.
Oh.
and then take it off. Or if you go to, you touch it, then you can immediately go to a different one without taking it off.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm gonna let these boys handle the show.
You get out of the way. Another,
As soon as I get out of the way,
hostile takeover,
have a seat. Let me get my coat out of your way, my friend.
right?
Oh, okay.
Heat up a little.
How's everybody doing
He's
today?
even turning the heat up.
Yeah, that way he blast them out.
Put
Who
you in
are
the hot
you?
seat.
Who are you and what you do with Keith?
Floyd, go take the show.
Good
on
morning,
my
against an army of shadows. Sonny Gunas, how you doing?
Reminds me of these CV
All right.
days. These strange hands.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Guns.
Make sure I'm doing.
I'm
Get
here
your
still.
face out of there. This is another hostile takeover. Angel
Oh,
can
there's
come in,
Angel.
but not-
Chicken monster.
Yeah, but see, Angel will increase the audience. He decreases it.
Oh, you got 17 people here, guys.
What a deal.
Yeah.
So what I'd suggest
Daddy
is say,
Stacker,
dudes,
David.
hit the like
Carlisle.
button.
There you go.
Yes.
Now the question
Doug Wagner.
over here.
No, he'll pop them up here.
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
screen.
they'll
okay.
come up there.
He's reading this one.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
There's 2 chats. There's actually 3 chats on the monitors.
Okay.
Jay Ben. Right
Hit
here.
that. And just
Yeah,
say,
it says-
good morning.
It says good morning. Morning, gents. Is what it says.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Barely. But my
Oh, here.
glasses aren't gonna
Can
Here,
you
let me
make it
try it.
bigger then for
I
him?
can make it bigger and then you'll only have
that
2
short
chats.
range either.
How's that? Is that better?
There you go.
There we go.
Yes. Come on.
All right. And then
Oh, that's big.
Dale said hello. Dale M. And
So-
John Jacobs.
Floyd was in last week and he bought something. He put it in layaway because it was kind of
That's
expensive.
because it's too expensive. Your prices are a little steep for us poor people.
I still have it. You want to show it? You want to
I
show
don't
everybody?
care. Yeah, I come in a few minutes early for my visitation
And
rights.
he came
Right.
for
Look at it.
visitation rights.
There you go. You see, every once in a while, okay,
We love
Which
you and
one
the
do you
coin
want?
crew.
You want this or this?
I'll take the coffee,
You take the coffee?
but I do. But every now and then I buy something to put in my cabinet at home for me to look at and enjoy,
Right,
because I know this is either going to my grandson or my son,
right.
because they're both big military.
Okay, since he's looking at it, I'm gonna pick it up and show it to you guys.
There.
It's
Okay.
this set right here.
There you go.
And you got
Ain't that thing beautiful?
Yes, it is.
It's each one weighs 0.9 ounces, pure silver. It's a little bit expensive for him, so he had to layaway it.
But you also have to remember, I don't make a house payment. I don't make a car payment. I
Yeah.
don't drink. I don't gamble. I don't do drugs. Hell, I barely exist.
And so he spends 50 to 75 a week here.
I come in here and buy silver and things like this for my board of directors, as you know, and
Mhm.
kids and grandkids. And I keep part of it that I put in my cabinet for me to enjoy.
Right.
And I know where that one's going. The rest of it is kind
Yeah,
of,
you don't need to leave it up alone.
Okay.
the rest of it is kind of, my daughter's in charge.
Uh-huh.
Have fun. You figure out where it goes. But, you know, I'm not asking for help. I appreciate all the help I get. But sometimes I
So-
got to do something to keep me going.
Ringmaster Ray says, "Hi guys."
Hi.
Hello, Ringmaster.
So what do you think about this summer day we're gonna have today? It's like summertime out there. You know
Yeah,
how it
it's
is?
supposed to hit like 35.
40.
Is it supposed to hit 40?
Almost 40.
40
Okay.
degrees.
Put that in the memory bank.
Hang your head
because
out
I
the-
think it's Tuesday or Wednesday. It's going to be single digits.
Hang your head out the window and
Welcome back to
take your
Michigan.
shirt off and drive 70 miles an hour if you're from Michigan, because 40
that's
is like
what I said.
summertime in the winter.
Yeah,
The middle of
especially
the
as
week.
cold as it has been.
Oh, hey, it's going to get colder. But we're
Oh, I
going
know. Monday
Minus-
is supposed to get real cold.
minus
I
two.
hear.
we're going to be in Michigan again.
Yep.
Come on.
Look at that. Ringmaster Ray says
Member for
what
38
what
months?
38
Oh,
months? Member for 38 months, and it says what 38 months?
Wow. Thank you, Ringmaster.
He's been in your pocket for a while too, huh?
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica says hi y'all, and
Come on. Keep it rolling.
I'm not fast with this thing. I'm sorry.
I don't know how to do it. So shut up. There.
Miss Corn Crew says we knew you guys. You were nuts,
Right.
Ringmaster Ray.
So Bob, is this your first time handling the stream?
Yes, it is.
Hey, come on. This is a hostile takeover.
This is all new to me.
Well, I'm allowed to say
No, you're
stuff.
not.
I just can't touch the buttons.
I want to learn how to do this so I can do this with my jewelry.
There you go. Well, come on.
So-
All you're doing is
Mud
sitting there.
swat. Whoop! I hit something.
He says, "Good morning, Mud Swat."
Yes. Good morning, Mud swat. Good Mud swat says good morning.
Good morning. There, I am. Like I said, this reminds me of the old CV days, all these different handles. Case, go
what?
away.
No, I know what he's doing.
He wants you to look at
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to look at the camera and the chat, and it's
It's
not
tough,
working.
Look,
It's tough to do it all.
he's
It
younger-
is.
He's younger than
I'm
us. He
surprised
thinks
I'm
he can
able to
still-
do it, man. I squirrel out.
Okay, now we have,
Sunny
better half of the
Gunn
duel.
says, I'll be 70 here today.
Well, send us
that-
some heat.
it'll be 70 here.
Oh,
today.
it'll be 70 here today. Then 30s and 40s for the highs with a chance of snow. That's not common here in San Antonio. No, that it ain't. I lived in Dallas for quite a few years.
I was in San Antonio in the Air Force. That's cold down there. Bitter cold.
I don't
See
know
that,
what
guys? There's actually sunshine
No.
outside.
It snowed in Quitman the other day at Ida's.
Yeah.
There.
Visterian, is that how that's
Yeah,
pronounced?
Mysterious.
Says good morning.
Good morning. There.
Here we go.
David Carlisle says 10 to 4.
10 to 4. Oh, 10-4.
10-4.
That's the old CB.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I haven't used a CB. I used a CB when I was like 18.
I found my CB in the basement.
I still have one. I got my mother's.
I got mine
I got my wife's too.
with the power.
Amy Harwell says, hello, Floyd.
Hello,
So-
Amy.
Floyd, not to get off topic of talking about nothing, why don't you tell everybody how your week went?
There you go.
Good, bad, and ugly.
They're here to watch
Good,
you.
the bad, and the
The
ugly.
good, the bad, the
Tell
ugly.
them, not me.
I had a couple episodes where I had issues. I haven't left the house since last week, Saturday, because I was a little down. But it happens when you get to be my age. Hopefully, you get more good than bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last Friday it was a blizzard here. Keith took out the broom to sweep off Floyd's car so he could leave.
And he was shocked that I showed up. After all, it was my first Friday in Michigan, right? I'm 76. I've seen this before.
Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker says, hello, everybody. New subscriber here.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
You're a
Congratulations.
step ahead of me. I can get the channel now and watch some of this
On TV.
on my TV. And when I watch one of the videos that Keith put up with me, I wonder, why are these people waiting to see me?
Amy Harwell says, hi,
Harold.
Keith. Harold.
Nah, we kick Keith out. This is a hostile takeover.
It's a hostile takeover.
She
Yeah,
also says, hello, hi, Angel.
Now that we take.
I'll be
Hi,
coming
Amy.
back in a couple minutes.
You ain't left yet.
Well, I ain't leaving. I'm just here.
He don't know what to do with himself.
I know. That's why I'm going to be coming back in just a couple minutes.
I'm going to, let's see here. Where'd it go?
I don't know. Where'd it go?
Starika says,
It's
it's
gonna
going to
be
be below zero here this weekend.
Okay, where you at?
No streaking.
Where you at, Streacle?
You'll freeze.
Okay, I guess they don't.
Where?
She'll answer.
Yeah, Floyd wants to know where you're at, Starika. What part of the country?
He's, against an army of shadows says here too, Starika.
Yeah, we're gonna get freaking.
It's going to get cold here.
-2.
They're saying -2. Wow.
On my-
I haven't heard that part.
Yeah.
I just knew they just said it was going to get
It
cold.
was 3. Now they're forecasting 2. But you know,
South Dakota.
He's
No,
in South
well, yeah.
Dakota.
come on, then you know cold too.
Oh, yeah. Amy Harwell's in California. Oh, I hope you're not in that.
Not in the
Fire
fire
area.
zone.
Right.
Uh,
I've been watching. There's like
200 miles away.
that is-
4,000 acres or something. I think,
no, it's
or more than
like
that.
40,000
Yeah.
now. That's one of those that, you know, those are
Right.
the people you need to feel more sorry for than
Oh,
me.
yeah.
They have a
I
real
agree.
issue. I'll survive mine.
John Jacobs says, Bearded Bob, how many bison nickels do you need? Oh, I need as many as I can get for jewelry. I buy them here every once in a while when I can afford it.
That's just like how much silver do you need?
Yeah, I mean, I just put up started the last of my jewelry last night. I got a bunch of it ready. I just gotta set the coins in it.
That's what I forgot. I was gonna bring you some nickels, you know, share the wealth.
Well,
I buy some nickels and go through them. I don't.
not
don't make
Amy Harrell says not in the fire
Well,
area.
that's
Good.
good.
Well, that's a very good
it.
thing.
Very good.
You could have asked me that.
Keith,
colder,
you're not
You
here.
told me already.
colder than a well
not here.
digger's booty.
Where's that at?
Colder than a well digger's booty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, when I lived in Dallas, we got snow a couple of times. It wasn't much. It would only last about 5 or 6 hours. Get out there quickly, make a snowman, and
When I was on an army base for school in West Virginia, they declared the military base snowbound with 3 inches of snow. And those of us from the north
it's
laughed
moving
and
faster than I
told
could
them,
think.
we don't put convertible tops up for
Are
that.
people still stacking silver for weight? I'm trying, for the most part.
Depends on the need.
I mean, some people do still, as far as I know. I mean, I talked to a lot of stackers, and they all still stacking. I watch a lot of YouTube videos.
Yeah, Floyd stacks for the rainy days.
And for the kids. I'm sorry.
For the rainy days for
I'm
the
sorry,
kids.
for the bod.
Please begin all
That one took us a
questions.
while.
First like.
Yeah.
Or colder than a mother-in-law's kiss. There we go.
I disagree. My mother-in-law was a very sweet person.
Well, my mother-in-law
You
was
were a
too, but
lucky
she used to
one.
complain a
If
lot.
I'd have married her instead of my ex, I'd probably still be married.
Okay, let's see.
There wasn't enough sweetness. Her mother
She
took it
didn't
all.
pass it on.
She didn't pass it on. Didn't pass on its sweetness.
Let's see here.
Hang on here. Rookie at the wheel.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm still learning this.
Hey,
I'm gonna be
I can't
honest.
even follow you. That little arrow's going so fast, I don't know where we're at.
Well, the chat's going fast too,
I
so
know that.
I'm trying to keep
Yeah.
up with the chat too.
Good luck.
My brain
Easy.
works fast, so I've
Excuse me.
already read everything.
I
Yeah,
can't.
right.
I'm not that
I
fast.
have.
I ain't got past the third one yet. Maybe
All
if
right,
I-
guys.
All right,
Maybe
we're gonna
I-
let Keith take
maybe I-
over because
Oh, geez.
he's a little bit better at this than I am.
This hostile,
I enjoyed speaking to people.
this hostile,
Have a good day.
This hostile takeover. Is
I gotta go pick
officially
my
over.
daughter up at noon anyways
All
in
right.
Kentwood.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, be
See you
safe,
next.
man.
See you next week. All right. If I don't let Keith back in, who wants to agree?
Not letting Keith over there.
It's so much fun picking on Keith, and I get so much help doing
All
it.
right, these guys got this screen so big it's making me go crazy.
Hey, come on. You got to get it where I can at least
Yeah,
try
my
to
dad
read
was
it.
doing it yesterday.
So, Floyd,
Uh-oh.
what's going on with you today? Besides it being Friday, I'm hoping for a different answer.
Well,
What's going on? What brings you in?
No, no.
Well, besides this being got to be my favorite time of the week, like I said, you got me doing this kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
Now I enjoy it. But Bob, will you hand me that little tube thing on the counter over there? I sat down. Bob,
Hey, Bob.
hand me that tube thing or bag. There you go. Thank you. Okay, here's the other reason I.
Morning,
came in
AZ.
on
What's up, my
Fridays.
friend?
Okay, if I can get it open.
What is it?
It is a bag.
It's a bag?
It's a bag full of
Full of
ice
what?
numbers. There, can you see it?
Oh, yeah, he's going to go head over to Myers
Guess
after
where I'm
this.
going when I leave here. Grocery shopping and trying to make days for kids
There you go.
and brighten my week.
So are you looking forward to Monday's weather?
Not
I mean-
really, but it doesn't bother me as much as it
Yeah,
appears to.
If
some
I had my
people.
phone over here, I could tell you the temperature. Going to be Monday.
Just
So
takes
there's
me-
Wendy. There's
takes me
Vegas
longer.
Stacker. What's up, my
Come
friend?
on, hit the wrong button. It's gonna be like 20s.
That's my mom.
I thought Tuesday was the coldest day, or they changed it again.
Oh, no, Monday, -1 here.
Okay, all right.
There it is. -1.
When I left the Arctic Circle, it was colder here than there was there.
You know, you guys were talking about mother-in-laws a while ago, right?
Keith is here.
And mine just walks in the door. You guys jinxed me.
Now, I think we all need to send her,
She's like a nice lady.
we need to send her a thank you card for putting up
Thank you,
with
Drake.
him, right? How's
So
that
Angel's
one?
mom just walks in the door.
Be nice. I know
I'm
it's
going to
tough.
be
It's
nice.
tough for you, but
It's tough.
try it. You might actually enjoy it.
There's nothing I can say.
Not on
I
the air.
I can't say nothing bad about it. I honestly can't.
There's worse, trust me.
I mean, she had my wife. What can I say?
Yep.
So what you got going on over there?
She needs some copies.
I guess I'm the FedEx Kinko's copy place. Huh?
Yeah, you're the
we're-
Kinko,
We're
all right.
Kinko's for the family.
Hey, he's got to be good for something besides taking your money.
Now you asked Gold and Silver Spot earlier today. Did you even look around the shop today?
I
got
took
some
a
new
quick
things.
look.
I got new things.
I didn't take that long because I lost track of the time and wasn't sure if it was 10 o'clock yet.
We don't go live
10:30
at 10.
I know that, but I wasn't sure what
Yeah.
time it was because I spent a little extra time at the bank talking to the help over there and getting my other freak up.
Okay, Drake, it's got the first question I'm highlighting here, triple
Uh-oh.
question marks. Floyd, do you have any other hobbies besides coins?
Too many to mention.
Let's mention them.
I've done.
Fill the air.
I've been in and out of so many things. I did Hallmark ornaments.
And how'd that work out for you?
I got a 35-gallon tote full of them. Haven't put a tree up in several years.
Okay.
I did die-cast cars.
And how'd that work for you?
A gentleman stopped one day and made me an offer I couldn't refuse, and he took them home.
Hey, there's a
Then
tax.
I-
I was
then
looking
I-
for my tax bill. I'm like, man, I lost my tax
Then
bill.
I could come in here
Trying to pay my
and buy
taxes.
some stuff for the kids. And I did. I decorated my yard, and I wish I could find the pictures because my neighbors used to complain that the airplanes were trying to land thinking it was the airport.
Okay,
I
what
could
other
see-
hobbies did you
I could see
have?
my yard a mile and a half before I got home.
What else did you have? What other hobbies?
None really. I play with coins for kids and grandkids. Try to pick out something once in a while that I can enjoy, whatever
Okay.
time I got left.
All right, the next one's from Vegas Stacker. I'm going to let Floyd
Yeah, I'll
answer, and
bet
then
they're-
I'm going to give my answer.
I'll bet they're from Vegas. How's my guess?
It could be. It could be, yeah. Are people buying or selling more silver or gold? What do you think?
When I'm here,
We're going to get his opinion, and then we're
when
going
I'm
to hear what I
here,
got
it
to say.
seems to be a lot of selling because they're in a hurry to cash in while it's up, which not usually a good idea.
Okay, so he is right to the extent there are a lot more people selling than buying right now. And what that's doing is that's reducing the premiums of the silver. Wholesalers are selling us silver under melt. Yeah.
Really?
Under melt.
Wow.
They can't move it. And if a wholesaler has a problem moving it, it all trickles downhill.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody like me on the retail level, I got to figure out how to move it as well. So what happens when these premiums are low? The effects of the premiums are what you're seeing today in silver. Silver is down 45 cents. So if these premiums continue to
How
stay
come you just
low,
charge me more then?
I didn't charge you nothing yet. But what I'm saying is if these premiums continue to stay low, silver will recess in price because the demand is not there. And part of the price is supply and demand. So Vegas Stacker, great question, and I really appreciate it, my friend.
Premiums, my opinion there, and if I understand that right, that's the government helping control the price of something.
No, that's
No.
premiums are based on supply and demand.
Okay, but who sets them?
Wholesalers, guys
Okay.
bigger than me.
They need to
The
get.
government doesn't have
they
nothing to
need
do with
get
what
off that
premiums
thing
are.
And let it take care of itself.
J Bird 00 says, looking forward to visiting the shop later this year. There's a strong chance I'll be moving my family out to Oceana County this spring. It's super cool. Would love to see
You're
you,
not
my
that far
friend.
away, man.
I was just gonna ask where that's at because I'm not familiar. I've heard of it, but I don't know where
Oceana
it's at.
is a little bit south, are they not?
Yeah,
Isn't
it's
that
a little
getting
south.
closer
It's a
to
county
Holland?
south of Muskegon
Yeah,
County.
Oh, okay.
Just south Grand Haven.
Well,
Okay.
I'm in Ottawa County.
Listerine has a question,
got a
says,
permit?
Floyd, what is your favorite numismatic coin to collect? Mine are Ikes. So what do you think?
I don't collect the Ikes. I'm too busy giving them away. The Susan B's, I'm trying to put together a set. Some of them I'm not sure they ever made, but okay. But actually, it's always been Morgan's. But lately, I'm going more and more towards the Silver Eagles.
He's liking
They're a
Silver
lot-
Eagles
yes,
the best.
they're a lot.
I get it.
Well, they're newer, so of course they're brighter. They got
Yeah.
more detail. They stand out more. Yeah, when I give one of them to the grandkids, they're a lot happier.
Oh, no, it's north. It's north.
Oceana is up by Hart,
It's north. Yeah.
Pentwater.
Yeah, it's north.
Okay.
Oh,
I was-
okay. It's Ottawa. It's Ottawa that's
Ottawa,
south.
that-
I was gonna say,
I get
I'm
them-
in Ottawa County. I live
You're
in Ottawa
south.
County.
I
You're
get
south
them-
of the
I
shop,
get
right?
them too confused.
Okay. So yeah, it's
That
an
used-
easy
yeah.
confusion. We start with an M. Oceana and Ottawa starts with an O, and it's north and south.
See, that used to
I
be.
do apologize.
that
Thank you.
Used to be real confusing when I did charity car shows. And I headed north when I was supposed to be going south.
Okay, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker, thank you for joining us. This supply and demand chain depends on location. I see a lot of buying and selling here, West Texas is a different animal when it comes to the economics. Very true. But however, having stated that, even though it is somewhat regional, my brother's down in Oklahoma. He's got the same issue where more people are buying. When the wholesalers are selling cheap, it doesn't always translate to the retail, because let's say I've got 10,000 ounces of silver that I have $1.25 over spot, and all of a sudden I can get it for 10 cents under spot. What am I going to do? I'm going to try to replace it. I'm going to try to sell it lower, but sometimes it's the premium comes back before I get all the way down to it, because I slowly lower. It's kind of like gasoline. If you go to the gas station, it'll be $3.50, and it's $3.45, $3.40, $3.35. It's going down slow, and then all of a sudden, boom, up 50 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, it's similar to that. We go down slow, but we don't hike it up fast either. We don't go fast or either way, if it's going up or down. But Texas is a lot different.
Is this Nick?
That's a,
Yeah, that's Nick.
That's Nick. Okay.
Texas is a lot different. It does have a stronger economy. It's one of the strongest economies in the country, I believe.
And I've been getting a ton of phone
Get that
calls
buzzer for
from
Nick,
Texas.
please.
you got it.
People wanting
I just wanted to make
to
sure you didn't think I was
sell me things.
Oh, no. I wasn't worried about that.
Okay, Drickett1 says, do you think
my-
the
my
presidential change will affect prices of silver and gold?
No comment.
I'm going to give a comment on that. People think it will make the silver and gold go up. However, Trump is good for industry, and we're not talking about he's bad in the sense of tariffs and stuff, but I think it could affect gold and silver, and I think it could soften the price up. That's my opinion. Just my opinion. I'm not a financial analyst.
Right. That's just like on the radio today, they were saying,
We'll see Monday.
right.
There you
That's
go.
what they were saying. We'll
You're
see on
starting to
Monday or
see some
Tuesday
effects
because
already.
they think Trump's going to
Yes.
get the make because of industry.
Yes.
Yeah, it could.
Because
It
of
could
the
affect
industry,
the
it
silver and
could
gold,
affect the
Right.
silver and make it go
Right.
up higher, up to
Yeah.
$50 an ounce.
or it could,
Make
because
it
he's
go
good
low.
on the economy overall. It could make it go down.
Right.
It's
It
a
varies.
tough cookie to swallow. I mean, politics is not a great
No.
subject,
And
So-
Keith is
and it's
gonna-
all
Well, yeah,
speculation.
it's all
If we had a
speculation.
crystal ball, I wouldn't be here on YouTube. That's for sure.
I do have a crystal
I'd be
ball.
sitting at
I do
home
too, but
collecting
it
all
just
my
collects
money.
dust.
That's it.
Coach's Magic says, "What is the best lesson you learned about collecting, Floyd?"
Only collect or put away what you can afford to put away and forget about.
Yeah.
I've got stuff I bought for my board of directors from when they were born, and the youngest one is now 19. That, like I said, I've got silver. I bought at $3 an ounce, I think. But I also have cashed some in to help them along the way. So I don't know which ones are which, but only put away what you can afford to put away and not think about it. It's there. I watch too many people come in here and spend, I'm a nickel and dimer, get out of my way, okay?
The best,
But they come in here and spend $5,000-6,000 in buying gold. And a
the,
month later, they're selling it back.
that's true. The best lesson I learned along collecting, because I'm a collector along with a dealer, is buy what you can afford, buy what you like, and make mistakes. And that's right. I said make
You're
mistakes,
gonna,
because your mistakes are learning. They're educational tools. You learn not to do it again. And if there are more mistakes you make early on, the better you're going to be as a stacker. And as far as stacking gold and silver, I found that to be very effective on a cost average basis. Don't worry about whether it's up or down. Just stick to a regimen. Stick
buy
just
what
like your 401k. Just keep putting that $5,
Just like me.
$20 a week, whatever you
I
do.
come in here and spend $50-75 a week. If it's down, I get a little more for my money. If it's up, I get a little less.
David
I
Carlisle.
just keep putting it away.
David Carlisle says if the price of gas goes up, his truck's worth more. True.
Why, does
No
your-
doubt about that.
Does your truck get better gas mileage?
Okay, a lot of the big banks have silver at 40 by the end of the 2025 fiscal year. Now, they can forecast and they can speculate,
Yeah.
but nobody has a crystal bar. I've heard 40 last year.
Hell,
It
I
didn't
heard
hit
50 I heard 50 last
What,
year.
what was the high this year? 33,
33, 34, somewhere in
somewhere in that area
wasn't it?
for stock price.
What's that?
I said, what was it this year or last year? It,
High was
24.
around 35.
Yeah, I
35,
say, I
okay.
come in every week and
October.
ask the price, and I don't remember it going above 34, 35.
It was
Yeah,
35,
somewhere.
I think, October 22nd, just
Okay.
like 34.98.
Cool.
No, we
Listen-
don't want to
listen the
insert a
not-
commercial.
I mean, yeah, okay.
The guy that doesn't pay attention that much, right?
Yeah, right.
Vegas Stacker, do you recommend stacking generic or maples or eagles? Yeah, I read that
All of
backwards.
the
I don't do maples just because I just don't. I like the eagles. Generic is a little easier to stack because it's cheaper, depending on what you can afford. And I couldn't begin to tell you which one gives you the best return because unless one of the board has a issue and we need to come up with money, I don't sell it.
Okay, Vegas Stacker, my recommendation for silver, generic, eagles, or maples. Stack what you like. Remember,
a big
cost
deal.
averaging is important. Also, remember that you will get the biggest bang for your buck on generic rounds. However, it's a big however. If silver and gold does go parabolic, goes crazy, goes up to 45, 50, whatever it happens to go to, when it starts getting higher, the eagle and the maple is more trusted. So whether you paid $2 an ounce over, $1 an ounce over, or $5 an ounce over at this level, it's not going to make much of a difference in the long scheme of thing if it gets up past 50, because you're going to get paid a little extra. The higher it goes, the more trust people are going to put in Solverine silver.
For the normal person,
But
like
you
me,
need
it's not going to affect you.
no.
I don't buy enough to really feel an effect if it went up $1 or down $1. It's just, that's my normal question, because today that happens to have a direct effect on what I'm going to buy today. Because I have X amount of money I'm going to spend. How much can I get?
So you stack what you can afford to stack, what you're comfortable with
There you
stacking.
go. Oh,
Sir Alfred says his mistake was 100-ounce bars.
take a peek at this, mister. I don't deal in paper.
Here, I don't deal with paper, but he can buy any one of those for $5 a piece.
$5.
Yep, that's a
I'll
steal.
Never let him forget that comment. I don't deal in paper.
I don't deal with paper,
He
but I
has
buy
a
and
whole
sell it all the
showcase
time.
Full of paper money now. Okay.
Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stack, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker recommends generic. Again, generic will give you the biggest bang for the buck, but as I said, it's a
I
personal
have some,
preference.
but I have more eagles than I do.
Honestly, I would prefer.
Got more generic than anything because it's been more cost effective
Effective.
for my budget. Okay.
Right.
I would prefer, if you're talking stacking silver and gold, $1.50. If you're stacking silver and gold, I recommend on the silver part, if you want Solverine silver and you want the biggest bang for your buck, buy 90%. Let me see what it is.
Buffalo nickels.
I recommend stacking 90% because the premiums are very low. And you are able to break down that 1 ounce silver to a smaller tenth of, well, actually less than a tenth. It takes at about 140 to 145 to get a pure ounce,
Angel's looking for something.
depending on the
We're
wear
looking
of
for
your
the little
coins.
bags.
So I recommend going with
Oh, he didn't buy any. They're too expensive.
90% overall. Buffaloes are just as recognizable as eagle. It's not a
Yes,
matter
they
of them
are.
being recognizable. It's a matter of trust.
What?
The dealer, if he doesn't have the proper equipment, might not buy something like that versus a eagle or a maple where he can measure it and weigh it. And because everybody, all private mints, they're not uniform like a Solverine
No,
coin
but
is.
in my portion of it, the buffaloes, the kids look at him and go, it's just another nickel. and I can spend more on some
We're
of the
talking about
buffaloes.
Buffalo
rounds.
1 ounce rounds.
I know that, but I can spend more on Ikes to give away than I do the buffaloes, but it's bigger bang for the kids.
Here you go.
You watch them, their eyes just get huge.
Variety is the spice of life, and that should even
And my
apply.
ex-wife said that's not true.
That should even apply to your stack of silver or gold.
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker says, I am a firm believer in a diverse stack.
Bingo.
That's it.
Bingo. Whatever moves you
And what-
I buy what I like,
that day.
you know what I'm saying? And I can afford.
Bob,
I have a lot of South Korean coins just because I like them. They're very artistic. They're very detailed.
I have told Keith for all the years I've dealt with him, people buy more with their eyes than what they do.
Well, yeah.
Because how often do I come in here and only buy what I come in for? Just like these tanks, okay? Run across them in the cabinet and it jumped up and said, take me home.
Yeah, that's a lot of money you pay for those.
It is, okay?
We'll get it over a
Well,
couple months.
I'll get my visitation. Luckily you
Every
don't charge.
Friday, right?
Yeah, luckily you don't charge for that one yet.
No, I
but,
don't.
Okay.
Okay.
It's something I'm going to enjoy. It's probably not my best investment, but it is for my peace of mind.
Yeah, touching back on the diverse stack. If you remember right, a few years ago, 90% had an excruciating, I mean, a painful premium on it. It was expensive.
Uh-huh.
And generic rounds the premium was up, but not as much as 90%. And over time, what's going to happen, and this is why you want a variety, a diverse stack, is premiums on some coins will be more than premiums on something else. So I think right now the best buy is probably constitutional silver. Some people call it junk. I don't. Junk is stuff I won't sell.
It's the
I sell good stuff. It's
Dimes,
dimes and quarters. and
dimes,
stuff.
quarters, yeah, dimes, quarters,
See, that's
half
like,
dollars.
I will never, ever forget the first time silver hit 10 times, the 90%, I guess, okay? Didn't know what the hell that was at the time, but when that very first time it hit 10 times, my stepdad went nuts. He went digging through
Well, it's
all
like
the
20,
coins.
25 times now.
Oh, yeah, but he went through all the coins he had put away as a mailman because it was different, not because it might be worth more. You know, he'd get a
Right.
foreign coin when people paid postage. He paid the post office. Instead of giving them a handful of pennies, he'd give them whatever he collected for the day out of his wallet. Well, when it hit 10 times, that man went bananas. He was digging all over for silver he could sell.
Okay, Coach's Magic's got a statement. I think I'll answer it first, and if you can think of something, go ahead. What's the most memorable mistake you know of you or someone you know has made collecting? It has to do with gold stacking. I have a customer. He's still a friend of mine. I haven't seen him in a minute. He's one of them business owners that's always busy. You know how they are. He thought, I'm getting a great deal on these gold eagles. Bought them offline from somebody, Craigslist or something. They were fake. They were tungsten gold plated. And I got back and looked at that. My wife bought one. My wife made the mistake and bought a fake gold eagle off him. But he's a good friend and he made it right. The thing is, I got back, I looked, I said, that's fake. I didn't even have to pick it up. It was tungsten, which has the same atomic weight as gold. And you put enough of a thick gold plating on it.
Hard to tell.
So what happened was he ended up getting the Secret Service involved because gold eagles are money. And they ended up stinging the guy. He didn't get his money back. Like, he's a multi-millionaire. He's probably worth $50 million now. But it's not like he needed it, but he spent thousands of dollars. He was buying them left to right, thought he was getting a great deal.
Yeah, I bought some.
He didn't.
I
Do you
bought
know of
some-
any mistake you
Yeah.
made
I bought
memorable?
some gold coins through the mail. I come in here and
look at
showed
you,
it to
girl.
you
Throwing money at us.
and
Look
found
at
out
that.
that, okay, that coin I just donated, or gold, it was .24. I misread
Yeah.
that thinking it was 24 karat.
Yeah, those
So I bought it.
those bells from one of those private
Yeah,
mints.
but it was like, okay. So then all of a sudden, but now, you know, and I get these people that send me advertisement that goes, Well, all that local guy is going to sell you is junk.
Yeah, 2, 3,
But the
4,
problem
5,
is, or the good side of that is, if that local guy sells me junk, I can reach out and touch him. You're in another state and I can't.
Okay, Dr. Silver, I'm not exactly sure what you're saying or whatever, but what I'm getting out of Floyd, it says, just left my LCS, and he got Mercury dives, 20-time face. Did he do good? I think he did. What do you think?
Yeah,
It doesn't sound bad. I haven't
yeah,
bought.
that doesn't sound bad.
No.
Yeah.
$2 a piece.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a great deal. That's under
Yeah,
melt.
$2 a piece. I think. they're
That's
more
what's
than that.
happening. Vegas Stacker says, don't forget to hit thumbs up, guys. Appreciate it.
You can't see my thumb. There it is.
Mr. and Mrs. West Coast Stacker, such a refreshing change to watch someone who isn't pushing silver one way or the other. I don't make a lot of videos. I have my auction on Sunday. I have a dealer chat on Tuesday evenings. And we have Floyd. Floyd only goes live once a month, but we have a Floyd video every Friday if we're not live. My opinion, my whole channel is based around, I'm not going to be positive. I'm not going to be negative. Yes, I buy and sell coins for a living.
Yeah, you can use the same
However,
cup too.
when I'm
I
not
don't want
selling
Keith to
coins
have to
on
buy
here,
another
I
one.
am just like everybody else. I want you guys to have the fresh perspective. What is the truth? Is it worthwhile? I'm going to tell you now, you're not going to get rich stacking silver and gold.
You ain't gonna
However,
get rich and quick. You
it's
ain't
a
gonna
great-
get rich quick in the stock market.
it is a
Sure.
great long-term hedge against inflation.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
going to get rich in silver and gold, you must already be rich because you bought enough of it. You bought like
Yeah.
1,000 contracts or 5,000 contracts or whatever. 1,000 contracts, it moves 10 cents, you can make $500,000. But you know, that's 5 million ounces of silver.
Yeah.
So you're already rich. So that $500,000 didn't do nothing for you.
It's whatever you're comfortable with and have the most fun with.
Um,
Because if you go through life worrying about whether or not you're making money, you're not going to enjoy.
You got to
it
have
all.
fun with life, man.
You're
Have
not
fun
gonna
with
enjoy
stacking.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sterling silver worth collecting. I can usually get it below spot and can use it also. If you can use it for something, that's great. But as far as collecting it as a stacking mechanism, a stacking catapult or whatever you want to call it, I don't recommend sterling. Collected in easy to understand form. Now, what you have to remember, a lot of your sterling is made by private mints. They are allowed a little bit variance. So it's not going to be 100% sterling. It could be like 91%. It could be 94%. So I recommend something that is solid, definite, what it is. 90% is 90%. No ifs, ands, or buts. Pure coin is pure if it says it. Unless it's not real.
The only
But
time I use
sterling is
I
just-
don't
my
know. I
jewelry.
don't know anything
It's just
about
like jewelry. They got a little flux where they can be a plum 18. Now that's 58.5%. But if it's not plum, it could fall all the way down to 57% pure. They have regulations and stuff. I don't recommend stacking jewelry of any type or flatware. Flatware is usually a little strong though, just to let you know. Buying it on the spot, if you just plan on flipping it, that's great.
What I do is somebody will want to sell something sterling. You know what I'm saying? I'll buy it. I'll melt it. I'll throw it into a bar temporarily. And then when I need I need silver for jewelry, I'll roll it out and
Yeah.
press it and everything else.
Amy Harrell says she believes 90%. So a combination of bullion and 90% is good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I do a little bit. I do whatever trips my trigger that day. I have bought very little gold.
I ain't bought any.
I
Oh,
bought
no, I
an
take that
ounce.
back.
I bought an ounce years
I got a
ago.
green.
Yeah. I bought an ounce years ago at 13. Okay. And I was happier than hell. I actually invested in gold, but I bought very little because it's beyond my income.
Yeah.
I do more of the silver.
Strikes
Yeah.
Strikes 310 is he considered himself relatively new to stacking. He's trying to figure out the best mix of gold and silver. Should it be 50-50 in value?
Not a clue.
That is how I stack in my personal stack. However, that is not the way it is in the business. Most people say 25% gold, 75% silver. Silver is more volatile than gold is. So therefore, it goes up and down harder.
But doesn't that
It moves
also
more.
matter what works for you?
That's
Like
exactly
I keep
right.
hearing all these television dealers and da 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 da. You ought to have
I've seen some
you
of
ought to
those.
have 10% of your retirement in precious metals. Well, I've got all of mine. Of course, I'm too old to retire now anyhow, but because I can come in here and buy an ounce of silver a whole lot cheaper and easier than I can buy one stock and pay all the dividend, all the price to buy it and the price for them to keep track of it. And then you got to pay them to sell it. It's like, no, it depends on what works for you, what you can be comfortable with.
Excuse me. So strikes 310. My suggestion is, or my comment is, I stack a 50-50 value. My brother Mike stacks a 75% silver, 25% gold value. You need to stack what you can afford the way you feel comfortable.
Is that what I just said?
Yeah, I just said it shorter.
Well, excuse me, Mr.
Well, I
Mr.
stack
Expert.
predominantly just silver because that's what I can afford.
I probably got 95%. If
Uh,
not
we
higher,
don't-
silver.
Sand dune stacker, we don't really talk about selling on a non-selling day. Our sell day is on Sundays. But however, I will answer your question. I do not have 2016 silver maples on hand.
Uh-oh.
We just hear,
Fall in love with something else for the day.
oh, I need you to call me after the show there, Pierre. If you could, please. I sent you an email. I think Angel did.
Sure. But
I gotta get going,
Uh-oh.
guys.
have a good one,
I
boss.
gotta go pick my daughter up from work. Keith,
Try not to get
Nice
in
to
too
see
much
you.
Bob,
trouble.
be good. Be
I'd like to
safe.
say goodbye to everybody. Have a good day and enjoy your weather.
Stay tuned and we'll have another takeover on another day.
Again, not a selling day, but to answer your question, they have been ordered. We're still waiting on them, on the 25 Eagles.
Oh, yeah, I've been getting more calls and junk in the mail. People offering 25 Eagles with about a $7 variation in price. And
Yeah.
I ain't bought or not ordered any. Like I said, I've asked you a couple times. You ain't got the price yet. And
No, I won't have the
it's,
price until they get in hand.
Well, trying to get them now, you're likely going to pay more. Is what I've found out, my own personal.
How do I
experience.
safely store gold and silver? How do you safely store it, Floyd?
I bought a safe. I bought
Safes
a
are
small
good.
safe. Yeah. Well, in fact, I traded some work for it. And then time went on and I got a little bigger one and then I got a bigger one and I keep passing the smaller ones on to the kids. Now I ain't buying any more safes. If I got more than I can put in it, the kids are going to get it early.
Okay.
But a safe, from what I've been told by more than Mr. Pocket there, okay, is the safest way. More temperature controlled, more humidity controlled.
While she's operating the change thing, that's why I muted it a second ago.
All right. Yeah, it's
Hopefully
gonna
it's
interrupt
not
you.
too loud. It's only going to be about a minute. I do apologize. But as far as I'm going to kind of cover the mic over here. As far as safely storing your silver and gold, I recommend having it in different places, different safes, not all in one safe.
Well, if you can only afford one safe.
I still don't recommend putting it all in your safe.
It's not.
It
Part
needs
of
to be
it's
in
in-
needs to be in
Part of it's
different
in my
spots.
display cabinets I can sit in my chair and look at.
But it needs to be where people can't see it real easy.
You
Get that
can't,
buzzer, Floyd, please.
you can't see it.
I told you it wouldn't take that long.
But yeah,
Here.
safely hidden, preferably in
You can't
safes.
see in my living room what's in it. My safe, if you look in the window, you don't know if you're looking at a safe or the side. Oh, another one.
RLC says, "What up, Keith and Floyd?" Thank you, RLC. Here we go. Do milk spots on maples make a difference? They make a difference on the premium charged. They do not make a difference. An ounce of silver is still an ounce of silver. A lot of times you can buy milk spotted maples cheaper than non-milk spotted. Sometimes as low as generic silver
Do it
price.
make a difference to you? That's what counts.
Yeah, it doesn't make a
If you're-
difference to
if you're
you.
only doing this to make money, you ain't having any fun.
Yeah, do it for fun. Do it. Buy what you like.
Sure.
So, all right, Floyd.
All right, now,
I think I'm gonna have to take over. Angel's starting to get busy. I'm gonna let her
All right.
swap with me as
There
soon
you
as
go.
she.
All right, now, welcome to the new audience. Angel, on your way in, bring my coffee.
So I'm gonna let
please.
Floyd sit here a second while I go start helping
On
people,
my own?
and she'll be over here in a second. Yeah,
On
just
my
a second.
own?
Yeah, just save that seat for Angel.
Ouch.
Ouch.
I don't want you in my lap, you're ugly. Jeez, there. Okay, now remember, I don't know anything about this, so if it comes up on the screen or whatever I have to do, otherwise I don't have a clue. I can't read it from here. Angel, when you come in, bring my coffee, please. Okay, but otherwise, can you bring my coffee with you?
Oh.
Yeah, we got a bunch of them.
Otherwise, we're just gonna sit here and take up space. And sorry about that, you just got my ugly mug, but, okay. I can't even read it, so Angel will be here in a second, folks, just hang on. All right, I got coffee. And with her in, oh, you're gonna go behind me?
Yeah. I'm smaller than
You
Keith.
must be
I
smaller
can
than Keith.
sneak
You
behind.
must be smaller than Keith because he wants to, either that or he wants to sit in my lap.
What's going on?
No idea. I like, oh.
Have a good one, Dricket.
uh, da, 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 da,
Pure metal said
da.
buried under the ground. I don't know. I'm not in on the conversation.
Safest way to store silver and gold.
Oh, to store it underground?
Yeah. I don't know how smart that is because I don't do it. I have enough. I'm too lazy to dig a hole and I have enough to bear.
Good morning, AZ. Yes, you can't get as big of a premium on spotted stuff.
How come it's not showing up on the screen anymore?
It's right here. Oh, because
No,
I'm not clicking on it
Oh,
like this.
there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
So you can read it better.
yeah. Otherwise, I can't read that small print. Some places pay less for spotted. How much does it bother you?
I mean,
got some is, some ain't.
it's still an ounce of silver.
That's right. And as Keith always tells me when I come in, this is a spot price. It doesn't say spot price with spots, spot price without spots. It says spot price.
That's funny.
Well,
Hi, RLC. Yeah, spot price doesn't mean spotted maple price.
and some without spots. All right, I'm gonna put another one on the screen they can read here.
Somebody
We gotta
wrote,
get her going here.
pretty today, nice makeup. Oh, thank you, Wendy.
They're not talking about me. I know that for a fact.
And then RLC said, what up, Angel? You guys have to ask stuff, and then I can put it up so Floyd can read it.
Yeah, because otherwise I can't begin to. I see a face looks vaguely familiar coming through the sunlight.
Hey, Gary.
That's Gary. Okay, that's bad when you've been here enough years you start to recognize some of the customers.
You start to recognize people. We're
And
like
some of
we're
them
like
start to
cheers.
Recognize me, kind of. Except you don't serve alcohol, do you?
No, we just started serving coffee, so
I know. After 30 years.
it only took 30 years.
Here,
Hey,
Keith, you
Dude.
didn't lose my dime list. It's right there.
do leopards change their spot?
Oh.
Oh yeah, it says Floyd.
Yeah.
It says
Oh,
Floyd.
yeah, well, I don't know, the half list I don't have either,
Roosevelt.
so. And when they keep stacking this money on the desk, if it comes up missing, folks, you didn't see me take it.
Yeah, we just throw money everywhere.
I do too, but last time I dropped a penny, I like to broke my back getting it picked back up.
Wendy said Floyd always has beautiful makeup.
Yes, see? What can you do with ugly? Oh, come on now. We've talked about this one a lot of times. I've been coming into the shop since I've known you had a shop. Before that, I dealt with Keith mainly at the flea market. on the same principle. You stop the first time to see what's there, then you come back to see what he's willing to deal on because he's trying to make some income for the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I've
so-
been coming in here. How long have you had this shop now?
I don't know.
Keith will give us a date. but who
15
cares?
years.
Yeah. Well, this second time around
Yeah.
for this one.
Yeah, the second time around.
But yeah, since they opened this one the first time,
Yeah.
and then Grand Haven, and then back,
Yeah,
and then
Granny Haven Road,
been
flea
dealing the
markets.
flea market for years.
Yeah. So we've been knowing Floyd for over 30 years now.
Yeah, a long time. Sorry about their bad luck. And it only took me 30 years to beat Keith's hand out of my pocket.
And to give you some coffee.
Yeah, and to buy coffee. That's the big shocker. Okay, let's get us a new question here.
I don't know. No one's saying nothing.
Oh, well, there's a whole page full.
No, we're right. We're right on this
Oh, are
question.
we re- oh,
And then
okay.
Amy said, thank you. And then Pierre Meadows said, hey, Angel, hello. And then JJ just wanted to get Keith to yawn, but he's not here.
We kicked him off, man. We took over. He's outside. We ain't gonna let him in out of the cold.
Venture Delow said, good morning.
Yes, it is. The sun's shining. We're breathing. It is definitely a good morning.
Amy said, coffee is good.
Amen to that one.
Pierre Meadows says, what's your favorite thing to sell at the shop? My favorite thing to sell is something I'm not losing money on.
In other words, anything they're not selling to me because I keep trying to get bargains. Okay.
Yeah, anything that I'm in the positive on, that's my favorite thing to sell.
And my favorite thing to buy is what they're in the negative on, because then I can afford to give a little more to the bod.
Yeah,
Which took us what, an hour to figure out what bod meant?
yeah. Board of directors. Yeah, I was like, I don't know. Maybe he's saying something else. But Robert said, I found original government packaging. I buy the secondary market, can be contaminated by the previous owner, and when locked in a safe, grows mold and mildew. So I store only the coin in the safe and place the packaging in the closet. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but are you really getting it in the original packaging? Especially, like I bought some 64 Kennedys. Okay, it's supposed to be in the original container. I don't remember buying coins in plastic tubes in the 60s.
Yeah.
It was paper.
I mean, a lot of times, I don't know, people store their coins somewhere where they get, like moist and moldy and,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's been one time where I literally had to put a mask on, I had to put gloves on, and just to handle the stuff because it was like, you had to rip the moldy cardboard off.
I have some in my safe. I have some in display cabinets. And there's some in my dresser, on top of my dresser I ain't got around to taking care of yet.
What's going to be a hot seller this year? I don't know.
Ask me next year and I'll tell you. I had a weatherman tell me that in New Mexico, driving across when they took 66 out. You want an honest answer of today's weather? Tune in tomorrow and I'll tell you.
Yeah. The prediction of the prediction.
Don't listen to them, so don't know. It's yours. What they tell you. Don't ask Keith. He'll go on for 10 minutes.
I'm sure there'll be something that everybody's gonna FOMO about. I just don't know what it's gonna be.
Hope it's something I got. Maybe I can make a little money to buy more for the kids.
Yeah, I like Trimes. Silver, the silver 3 cents.
Is that what those are?
Yeah, the ones that have like the star on it.
I've got a few of those for the kids.
Do we get this sticky coin discount? No, man. I'll run it underwater.
Yeah. This is a sticky coin. See, it's going to stick to my fingers.
Yeah,
Here.
lick your finger and.
See what sticks to it? There you go. Well, that's not too sticky.
Well, my
so you can't
my
pick it
saliva
up.
is not sticky enough.
You can't pick it up. All right. But speaking of sticky coins, curiosity got the best of me. What the world is this?
It's a tree of life.
Who?
1 ounce silver tree of life. It's got some like I think Hebrew writing on the front.
Is that what it is? I know it's Greek. I mean, it's not English.
Yeah. It's the
There is,
it's from Niue,
I think every country,
the Tree of Life.
lately it's been politician has come up with a way to get their face on metal. Okay. You figure out what it is. Do you search coin rolls and look for silver? Not very often. Once in a while, I will think about it at the bank, but mainly what I'm looking for when I search coin rolls is what I need to fill the kids' coin books. Okay? I've got 5 books going of just about anything out there from pennies. In fact, there's some penny books on the counter we're going to deal with a little later because they're half full, and I've got full ones, so I'm going to see if I can beat him up. Because these younger kids that I'm trying to get into coins, if I take a penny book that I can buy for a couple, $3 and give to them half full, they get a lot more excited and start collecting them. In fact, the young lady at the church that helps us out with a pantry and clothing, okay, her grandpa tells me every now and then, thanks. I got her doing coins and he ain't any change in his pocket since. But then my standard answer to that one is, what's cheaper? Give them a little change to sort through here and there, or hire an attorney to get them out of trouble because they got bored.
Yeah, I just drank a sip of Kisa Sweat Pop.
Oh, no, I wouldn't touch anything like that with him.
Yeah, Mountain Dew tastes like sugary body sweat.
You know, I used to drink Mountain Dew all the time, and then I quit when they diagnosed me with diabetes.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, but coming home from Florida, you know, it was late, so I stopped. What's the thumbs for? Am I not loud?
No, I was
Oh,
telling
okay.
somebody said
Yeah.
said we had so many thumbs, so I was reminding
okay.
people to
But I
touch
stopped
that
to
thumb.
walk in, get something to drink, and I bought a bottle of Mountain Dew. Walked out of the station, took one swig of it, dumped it on the ground, went back in and bought a diet. Too much sugar. What's got you into stocking? My board of directors, AKA grandkids,
Yeah,
I
they're like,
started when my son was born, I bought my very first proof set. And it's almost worth what I paid for it now. And I bought that in 1970. But yeah, it was some friends of mine that was doing it. And one of the people he's selling to, ordering for, that's back when you could only order so many. And I took over his spot on the list. And then eventually I got my own account at the mint. And then I started buying them from the local dealers because most of them will charge me like 50 cents more than the mint. And for 50 cents, I'd just as soon stay local.
yeah, instead of having to like call them and then send them a
it's
check
like,
or whatever.
Okay, or then all of a sudden, you buy through the mail, be prepared to get your mailbox full of crap because they all sell your name to somebody else, okay? Like I just said, I get every day because it's January. We're going to have the 2025 Eagles for this much money. Well, it's about a $10 variation in what I've been offered them for. And I ain't ordered from anybody. I'm waiting to see what these 3 local dealers I buy from. And, you know, most of them are like 50 cents over the mint. Well, they buy enough stuff, they don't get stuck with the shipping or as high as shipping. So it's actually cheaper to buy local.
Yeah. No, JJ,
That's what I'm waiting on.
I'll be doing a trailer sometime today to put up for the Sunday.
Oh, speaking of that one, I had a guy knock on the door and ask me if I wanted to sell him my little utility trailer in the backyard because it hasn't moved. But you can't get to it this time of year.
Yeah, our insurance company is expecting us to do things that you probably can't do in the snow, like this weather. So we're like, you're gonna have to wait until spring.
Well, that's like I get every now and then. He said, "Now, did you shovel the snow off your roof?" I ain't been on my roof in 35 years.
Now we just wait for it to slide off.
It's going to come off. If it gets too bad, then I get somebody to come take a roof rake.
Yeah.
I've used a roof rake and then fire up the blower to blow it out of the way. But
I have some of those like plastic spacer things up on our roof, so it comes off in smaller pieces.
yeah, well, my folks used to my dad used to take old socks and fill them full of rock salt and throw them on the roof.
Rock salts and socks.
Well, hey, all of a sudden you see these little streaks where it runs past the socks.
That's kind of funny, yeah.
Yeah, everybody did things different. Like I say, for years when I was healthier, I took a roof rake, pulled it off like in front of my garage, and then go in the garage and fire up the blower and blow it out of the way. Now I don't even use the blower. A good friend of mine comes down and plows it.
It doesn't mean that these coins aren't.
And it ain't worth the effort. We traded work for years. Now we just do advice and he plows, doesn't charge me. I can't go outside for what the man charges me to do my driveway. You know he won't come plow yours for that.
I get some scary icicles, man. They start coming off a little bit and then they bend towards and it looks like teeth are going to come get you.
And then all of a sudden, as you open the door, it hits them.
Yeah.
I don't go in and out my house door. I go in and out the garage. So I don't pay a lot of attention to how much snow is on the deck unless somebody says I would come over to see you, but I can't get through on the deck.
So it's
Then I
safer.
get the kids to come and shovel it.
It's safer to go out the garage door
It always
during
is.
this weather.
If it falls off, it hits the roof of the car, not me.
Now, we had our insurance company physically come. I don't think we're in a big enough city for them to do the drone thing.
I don't know. It depends. There seems to be a lot of drones lately.
Well, has your insurance people ever like just sent a drone to your house
I don't know.
to check?
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
Not close enough I can shoot it down.
What do we got? About a foot right now?
On the ground, I'm betting we got all of that because we've got more than that in the last week and it really hasn't melted. It's settled some. In fact, when he come and plowed my driveway yesterday, he felt sorry for me. Besides that, I was going to pay him, but I told him he had to get to the back door. So he shoveled off the deck. And there's about a foot of snow on it then.
I remember one year my dad literally had to jump out the window in order to shovel his way to the door. And so we could like open the door and get out.
Well, when it used to be when I was healthier, I kept a snow shovel by the back door. Then I could, slide the storm door open, push it away a little bit till I could get out and then shovel my way off the deck. And then I built the garage. And I don't care about the deck.
Don't care about the deck anymore.
Come on.
Yeah, we had to replace our deck. It started like sinking in spots.
Yeah. That's because everybody's got a different opinion of what you have to do to build on it.
JJ had to take down their above ground pool because of insurance drone.
I took down my above ground pool when it broke and flooded the neighbor's backyard.
Right? Morning, Perry Custom Cards.
Custom pool?
Perry's Custom Cards.
Oh, okay. Does that mean you make cards like Bearded Bob makes jewelry?
Yeah, he does make fancy cards.
Okay.
I got a fancy card from him one time for my mom.
Yep.
It's not Against the Army on the phone. Yeah, on Sundays, Against the Army has to call us a lot because we tend to like ignore him, I guess. But when the chat's going like 50 miles a minute, sometimes it's hard to see stuff. Well, that's
like Sunday. Like I said, my son has figured out how I can get on YouTube to watch part of the auction.
So you can like watch it on your TV.
I'm sitting there looking for Keith's phone number because he had the coin set. I don't remember it was mint or proof, but he kept saying it was a Denver and a Philadelphia. And he had two Philadelphias on the camera. And I couldn't find his number to call him and tell him, duh, maybe this is why you're not getting bids. Okay, it's not what you say it is.
We were halfway through the auction and Keith's like, oh.
Somebody else finally got through and told him, look, it's not a Philadelphia and a Denver. That's two Philadelphias.
Yeah, I don't know if you
I
can.
was going to try to remember that to bring it up and remind him of it on the air.
You probably can't see the chat on your TV though. You probably can't see like the people talking when you're watching it
Oh
on
heavens,
TV.
no.
Yeah,
no,
so-
no.
Yeah, so Floyd doesn't
I
get to
watch-
see you
I
guys
watch
talking.
strictly your end of it, which sometimes I just, go about doing my thing and listen to it.
Oh, you want some of this sweat,
Keith,
Keith?
we didn't kick you off just so you could keep coming back, okay? Go do something. The audience is just starting to build up, man. Now you're gonna come and ruin it. And I do appreciate all the help, but I really appreciate the help picking on Keith. It's been a long process. But I do seriously appreciate all the help for what I do with the kids. This has been a great holiday season. And again, I don't mention names because if I can't remember all of you, I don't want to just slight anybody.
Yeah.
Okay? But I got silver Ikes that we made 10 kids extremely happy. And the parents are going, are you sure you want it? Well, that's what they was given to me to do. So here it is. Okay?
Right.
If you happen to get on his program, tell him thanks. And the person that donated may hear you. But, just like I've got right here, I'm going to Myers on the way home. I got 13 today. There's going to be 13 lucky kids.
Lucky
They're gonna
number
be
13.
It's sometimes other times, if you pay attention, when you walk through a store, like I look for kids, so I pay more attention. I realize how many times I run into the same people in different parts of the store. And I run into these little kids that are holding up this coin going, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then it's well worth what it cost. Because I was raised to help people, and I hate to see elderly and kids abused. I do all I can to help both. In fact, growing up, my dad told us when we raked leaves, cut grass, shoveled snow, in our little neighborhood, if you take any money from them, you'll be standing up when I get home.
Yeah,
Okay?
kids nowadays, you give them a shovel and they look at
They
you.
look at you like, what's this for?
Yeah, what am I supposed to
this?
do with this?
Just a minute, I'll put it back beside your door where it was. Like I said, I got my plow guy to shovel off my deck because I owed him money and said, here. And instead of standing in the open garage door, I moved into the breezeway where he could see me on the other side of the deck. Here it is. Come and get it.
Yeah, make your way to your money.
Come and get it. But we've traded work for years. So that, again, like Keith, it's a running joke. And I do, I like picking on people. Sometimes I may get a tad carried away, but, see you later, Gary.
It's all, it's all in fun.
Yes, it's all in fun, and I appreciate the help for the kids and for picking on Keith.
Yeah,
Trying to keep him humble, and man, that's been a project.
yeah. Keith's head starts growing, and Floyd comes with his little pin and tries to pop
I
it.
keep trying to get him back down.
He's trying to deflate it a little bit.
We may be in trouble. He's standing here thinking about getting in Angel's way. We must be getting a decent sized audience. Keith's trying to get in front of it.
Yeah, I used
That's
to.
on here somewhere, but I don't know.
I think
where.
I used to get $1 or $2 a week, and that was enough for me to go like roller skating.
Well, I grew up on roller skates. I took my roller skates halfway around the world with me. Now I'm afraid of falling down, so I don't skate anymore.
Right.
Your mom's still here?
Oh, is she?
Hopefully,
I
she's
forgot
not-
about my mom.
hopefully she's not been bored having to talk to you all this time.
Yeah, she's back.
I think
Uh-oh.
Keith's gonna take
We're
back
fixing,
over.
Yeah,
we're
we're
fixing to get invaded. For all of you that's gonna leave, thanks. It's been fun. Well, Angel goes behind me.
Keith can't make it behind
Yeah, but
me.
that's because
He
I
just moved the seat back.
I know, I did that.
Stay there. She's
did
already
that
back.
because usually with you,
Here, let me buy you.
I could get up and move.
You could.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm back.
Okay.
For a minute.
Here goes the audience. I see.
Oh,
the feet
look
going.
at that. I bet people might have been thinking we're going to leave.
There. Yes.
Any female customers, or is that a manly? We get female customers in here,
Yes, they do.
2 or 3 a week. Yeah, so about
They come in at
5%.
least once, and when Keith talks to them, then some of them leave.
yeah, they leave after I talk to them.
Yes. Once in a while, he even gets kids,
Yeah, I do.
because then I get the real fun when I fumble for an Ike and get him to give him one and tell him, well, thanks.
There you go. She's back there on the other
didn't-
computer talking to
didn't-
her mama.
You didn't sell me that when you donated it.
Yeah, I'm sitting here. Gary's leaving, and all of a sudden I hear something in the back. I'm like, what? So I get, and I realize her mom's sitting
There
sitting
you
back
go.
at one of the
Hey,
desks
come
in
on.
the office.
We all have fun with this, and I hope you do too. Like I said, I did this kicking and screaming because I don't like computers at all. But now it's turned out to be my favorite part of the week because it's fun. And that's what's life all about. You got to have fun.
You think?
Yes. If you don't, sucks to be you. I'm counting your money again. I'm telling
Oh
you.
no, I was just looking.
I see
I
you
was just
looking
seeing
at it.
this.
Let's see here. What is this?
It's $1.
Oh, hey, that's even. Let me get a better look here. That's a Morgan, ain't
It's a
it?
piece.
No, that's a piece. Short hair.
It's a piece of silver.
Yeah. 1922. What a deal.
Yeah, it's a piece
Hey,
of silver.
$10. I got it in my hand. $10. Take it or leave it.
I'll leave it. Give my coin.
$10.
Oh,
9. Going down.
I don't need to sell it. You're trying to give me $10 for
No.
this. I mean, it's got some scratches on
And,
it.
and he's going to tell you, like he tells me all the time, this could be yours.
No, this. I think I'm gonna give this away
Oh yeah, all right.
on
Here's my hand.
Sunday.
Yeah, but you won't give it to me because
No.
I don't go
I'm
online.
gonna give it away on the auction on Sunday.
Yeah, see? I don't do internet. Like I
Well,
said,
you
I-
watched it one time.
No, I watch it. I can watch it, but I have a very limited internet that my son put in that allows me to get some TV channels.
So, has anybody got any more
There.
questions for Floyd today?
Yeah.
We can sit here and look.
Well, I can't because I can't read that far.
Well, it's because they haven't typed nothing.
Oh.
They had Angel up here. That's why they didn't type that fast. Of course, she's a
Oh,
fast reader.
Come on.
She's a faster reader than me.
That's right. Without her, you'd get
I figured
nothing.
they would. I figured you guys would have had the chat go to a million miles an hour.
Without her,
with
you'd got, no, we're talking about everything and anything, and not always coins. Okay. But that's the way it goes sometimes.
Well, it's been about an hour and 15 minutes here.
Has it been that long?
It's been that
Well,
long.
then it must be time to say goodbye.
It is, I
And as
think,
normal,
yeah.
If you like it, let him know. If you don't, change channels.
There you go.
That's my standard closing.
Well, tell them, not me.
Yeah, but it's been fun. Okay.
Well, guys,
And again, I appreciate more than you will ever know
looks
the
like
help I get doing things for these kids and other people.
thank you everybody for
Now-
coming. Looks like we got more people
Hang
coming
on,
in again.
hang
So
on, I'm going to hit the button.
we will
Where's
see
my-
you all
Where's my
later.
check?
Where's your check?
I help and don't get paid. Okay. I get coffee though. It only took
Yeah, that's your pay.
only took 30
Coffee.
years to get a cup of coffee in here. 21,850. What does that mean? What is it?
Oh, that's the
Oh, that's how many
subscribers.
Subscribers you got. I
I can't believe that many people want to look at me.
I know.
I
damn well
probably,
they
I
didn't
probably
wanna
give some.
look at me.
I probably give some of you guys nightmares, don't I? All right, guys. So we're gonna cut on out of here.
Have a good one.
Have a great
Again-
one. It looks like we're starting to get
Again,
busier.
thanks for everything.
You want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Catch us Sunday auction,
Sunday fun day.
Tuesday evening dealer. Ask a dealer. And again, we'll have another Floyd video next Friday, not today, that I think of.
Right. We won't do another live one till
Next month.
February.
Yeah, and we'll get by next week. We'll have the schedule for next month's
Yeah, come
live.
on.
So
No biggie.
have a great
Have a
one,
good-
guys.
Have a
See you
great
later.
day. Thanks again.